What's up? This is Derek.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
CheZZa.
Yo, what up? This is Spesh One.
The Spesh K.
Hot Rock's motherfucking Skot MC.
Breaking
Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out, man.
Breaking Records Radio, you know what it is, and the place to be. And right now, I got a special guest with me, the homie CheZZa.
What's good?
What's up, my dude?
Like your friend, we're on tape too.
How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Same, chilling. Fucking shitty outside.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's fucking winter time now. Salute. We got drinks going. Salute to the Shot Club. Big ups on the Shot Club too, man. I love the podcast.
Shot Club.
Show them the hoodie.
This is. Well, we'll hear about this later on. This is something we're working on. Shot Club versus everybody.
And for the people who are listening right now, because if you're tuned into the radio show, you're not watching the video yet, this dope Shot Club hoodie, so you want to get your hands on them. Shot Club versus everybody.
They're comfortable as fuck.
They are comfortable as fuck, I must say that. I kind of want to grab mine and wear it right now, I'm not even gonna lie. But we're already doing this, so that'll be for the next interview. But when you see me sporting that hoodie, best believe that I'm as comfy as you've ever fucking been.
Well, you won't wear it because we look like twins and shit. But
That's true too.
The same hoodie.
That's kind of weird. But so anyways, let the people know a little bit about yourself. I know we've had you on the program before, but we just did a little phone interview. So let's do a little more formal. Let the people know a little bit about CheZZa.
So pretty much, I do music. I do videos. I run my website, iceburghsociety.com. That's where I help promote artists all around Canada to just showcase their music to anybody that wants to listen. And then there's the Shot Club. So just working
You're jack of all trades. And since you brought up Ice Burgh Society, that's what we'll jump right into next. Tell us a little bit, like what made you want to start an online website and blog to actually promote local talent?
Really, it's like, you know, the hustle of trying to get your music on websites.
Yep.
There's so many politics that I didn't realize about.
It's crazy.
I was like, fuck it, like, let me make a site where people can showcase their music. If it's good, people will follow it. If it's not good, people will skip over it.
Yeah.
But at least everybody gets that chance for someone to hear their music.
Yeah.
So that was my beginning stage. And then I wanted to get into, well, to create content was more of the videos. So when I did the 16 Bars of Fame,
yeah,
I was doing premiere in the movie theater. That was where I was doing was pretty much Rap City.
Yeah.
In the movie theater.
Word.
So then I'd interview like one artist and then do a whole bunch of videos. People give me their videos and I play a thing. So it's like the interview back and forth, the videos back and forth, back and forth in the movie theater.
Yeah, we were supposed to do that, I think, once upon a time.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think we were. I don't know if I fucked up or...
No. That shit.
Or it might have been right around the time you stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably more so it. But yeah, man, so... Because the thing is, like, for you to do something like Iceberg, like, what a lot of cats don't know, like, you put on a lot of cats on there, and they... Like, and first off, huge salute. Appreciate every time. You guys always hold us down, Breaking Records.
Definitely.
Always hold us down. And, that's a lot of work, man. Like, first off, even just to create the URL, to have a website, keep that stuff current, run that, like, that's like a job in itself.
It is.
So, like, it's crazy, like, and that, like, is very similar to why we started Breaking Records, right? Like, when we started the radio show, I never dreamed of interviewing cats like DMC, shit like that.
Yeah.
It was strictly about giving us a platform. It was like, alright, none of you radio stations want to fuck with us? Alright, then what we're going to do is build a radio station or a show where, like, we can showcase our music, but where other local guys can showcase their music who get the same treatment we get, right? And our idea was always like, you know, like, we might play like a Rakim song, and then we'll play like a CheZZa song, and then we'll play like a Big L joint, and then we'll play like a Maloney joint, you know what I mean? And put like...
Yeah, to blend it with the actual music that's out there.
Yeah, and the stuff that people have high regard for, and, you know, put it on the same plateau, and really it gives you a good comparison of how good this content is, you know what I mean? Because when you're hearing it after classic material or stuff that's popping or whatever, then it's like, it kind of, it's like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, if
it's on the level, they're like, okay, like, that way will actually show if your music's on a level or not.
Exactly, right? Yeah, so that was, like, and that's why I respect what you do so much with the Iceberg thing, because a lot of people don't realize the groundwork and the man hours that go into doing something like that for such an organic reason, because it's not like you get like a massive check or nothing like that. If anything, it eats money out of your pocket, right?
Pretty much.
It's like the same thing with the radio
Not
show,
money
man.
and time.
Yeah.
And I don't get paid for any of it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? If anything, it costs you money to keep your website running and all that stuff,
Exactly.
right? So that's a service you give to the local industry. So with that being said, cheers to that. Salute to that, because without people like that, man, first off, it doesn't only have artists feeling hopeless, but it really helps build a scene, you know what I mean?
And that's another reason too. Because of the politics in Toronto's hip hop scene, if you want to call it that, it's so segregated that it's not building.
Yeah.
So if me coming in, I'm not fucking from Toronto anyway.
Yeah.
So I can come in as an outsider and link with everybody that's in every crew that won't link together.
Yeah.
And be able to bring their music together as one.
Yeah.
So,
and
that's another reason with the whole thing. It's like, it's just the best way to build this.
It is,
and I
definitely.
want to help build, if not just the Toronto scene, the whole Canadian scene.
The whole Canadian scene, yeah. I agree. I'm in the exact same boat, man. It's like, even with the radio show, like I won't get into specific names, but I got a dude who I hollered at for an interview a while ago, and then someone else I'm cool with, like they've been beefing lately, right? You can see the online shit, and then dude like has been hitting me up a couple times, been like, "Yo, what's up with this interview?" And like I was busy, I didn't get back to him, and like I noticed today he had blocked me, so I hit him up from my other account. I'm like, "Yo, you blocked me? Like, what's up?" And he's like, "Well, I see blah blah blah," and I won't get, like I said, I won't get names, and I'm like, "Yo, man," I'm like, "It's nothing like that." I'm like, "I've literally been busy." I'm like, "I run a media platform.
Yeah.
I'm not here to get involved in your guys' beef, so I'm here to bring everybody together."
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's about building a scene. But like I do an hour-long radio show a week. You run a website, so like your shit is like, you know what I mean? Like the amount of work you got to put into that to keep that running is like on a whole nother level than what I got to do.
At first, I was trying to like do something every day.
But it gets hard.
And finding music every day, and I'm just like, you know what? I can update it when I feel like it. It's my website.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm not on no schedule where I gotta share people's music today.
No,
Sometimes it's
exactly.
like, yo, can you do I'll put it on the list. That's what I say, I'll put it on the
Yeah.
list. Like, it'll go up when it goes up. I feel in the way, but at first I was like so adamant. Like, I gotta go at least 3 to 4 songs per day. 3 to 4 songs per day, and it just got too much.
Yeah, well, that's crazy too, man. And the thing is, at least if you get some advertising or sponsors or something, then it becomes more like, all right, you know, it becomes something that's like more top of the list. Like, I got to do this every day.
Exactly.
But at the bottom line, at the end of the day, you do it, and that's what's important. So either way, people, you gotta check out iceburgsociety.com. Is it .com?
.com.
Yeah.
Iceberg, ICEBURGH Society, regular.com.
And there's always fresh, dope local content on there. And it's almost very similar to, like, for the people who listen to the show and have been listening to the show, it's very similar in the sense, like, you'll get a Maestro Fresh West joint on there. I just seen them just post the other day. They had Skyscrapers on there as soon as it dropped.
Yeah.
And that shit's hot, eh?
It's dope.
That might be the dopest joint on the album.
Man, like, there's so many different joints on that shit.
Yeah.
It's a wicked album. Like,
I can't lie, like, Maestro's one of my favorite MCs. I wasn't huge on Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
But then Skyscrapers came, and I'm like, yo, this is
Have you
like...
heard the album yet?
I didn't get to go to the listening
hear
party,
the
so I
album.
get to
Wait
hear
till
the
you
whole album.
Yeah, the album's serious.
It's crazy, eh?
Like, Skyscrapers isn't the best song.
No?
There's another song, Mr. Evans with Roskaz.
Oh yeah, he's got Razkaz on there.
That one's sick.
Razkaz has slept the fuck on too.
I can't remember. There's Toronto Icons with Ghetto Concept. That one's like
Woo.
a whole different shit. And not just Ghetto Concept, but Ghetto Concept with the Infinite.
Oh, say
He
word,
actually
eh?
Brought them back together.
Damn.
And then here's a whole shitload. Put Your Guard Up with Rich Kid. Like, the album is dope. Like, there's a lot of tracks.
Dope, man. Yeah, I can't wait to take that shit in. I wish I could have made it to the listening party too. That shit looked crazy.
No, it was dope. We got a lot of links that night.
Yeah.
A lot of links
Shad was there.
Shad was there.
Master T.
Adam Baum was there. Master T was there. Bishop Brigante was there. Shot Color came through. Infinite Ghetto Concept.
Take a look
I
at
think
my eyes. And
I don't
you
know
see
the
what I
guy's name, but he's
see.
from like CP24 or some shit like that, or Breakfast TV.
Okay, yeah.
One of those guys were there. Like, a lot of people were there.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And speaking of that, because you guys are at the Max, and actually what we were talking about, Iceberg and all that stuff too, that's exactly what Maximum FM and Max TV is too.
Exactly.
They're that exact same, like, and salute to the man Chris Got Rocks, because he puts in so many man hours as well.
Definitely.
And it's all for the love, and it's all for the better of building the scene. So that's what people got to realize and recognize, and the more of us that we got on board, and the more talented people that we got on board, and not dickhead people and people who just literally want to do this for the love of seeing something grow, that's how it's going to grow. So salute to Chris Got Rocks, Mike Boogie.
Definitely. Mike Boogie, Gabs. The whole
Gabs
Max
too.
Now
Gabs
Max Now
holds
thing
it
is
down,
wicked.
and like she doesn't get the props she deserves for how much she holds it down.
Sure. But they all hold it down. Like, that's why we have the Shot Club through them.
Yeah.
Like, at first we were just doing it on Emo's couch.
Yeah.
So it was just a basic. We had no dreams of doing this shit for like as serious as we're doing it right now. Like,
Yeah.
Our regular, we just had guests like just because it was like people were cool with. Like,
Yeah.
artists
So
and
they'd
things,
be
and, yeah.
hanging out while you guys are doing it.
And
So
we're
you're like,
taking
"Alright."
shots. Like,
Yeah.
Chris came through and he really loved it. So he's like, yo, let me put this on my network. And
Yo.
we're
So
like-
did he come through while you guys are just doing the show one day?
No, we had him as a guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We're back at Mo's crib.
At Mo's crib. And he
Oh
was
shit,
like,
eh?
He enjoyed his time. He was like, yo, I want to get this on Max Now. We're like, okay, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Set it up, and we're like, what, 13 episodes deep now?
That's
We've
awesome.
had,
Man.
what, Shaw Claire, we've had Exco Levy, Maestro, we had Steve Cardi, like,
They had me.
Maloney, we had, no, Governor was before. So many, like.
Oh, you guys did have Gov on there?
Yeah.
Oh, so I missed
Yeah.
that. That was back at Mo's.
That was at Emo's house.
Oh,
That was like one of
okay.
the first ones we did.
Say word,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
one of the first
dope.
ones.
Yeah, man, you guys have had tons of people on there. You guys had Stacy on there too. You
Yeah,
guys got
Stacey.
Dustin Wareham next
Dustin
week.
coming up next week.
I mean, for the people here in the show now, because this is gonna air next week, so
So by
they'll
then,
have already missed Dustin.
if you want
but-
to see the Dustin, it's probably going to be live streamed on. No, it'll be live streamed on YouTube. So you go to our YouTube page, look up for the Shot Club podcast.
And it'll be on there.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
find that Maestro on there.
Maestro's
a whole bunch
on
of different
there.
clips and shit.
And
Yeah.
then over time, they're gonna get all the backlog ones too, so you can catch the Shot Claire on there. You'll be able to eventually catch all of it.
First off, you're gonna catch it on maxnow.tv, the replays and all that. And once we play it on there, then we'll drop it on YouTube.
When do they do the replays?
We're just gonna get the editing done. So once we get that all done,
Oh, okay.
we're
And
set
then they're
up a
gonna
date
go
and
back
then
and
we're gonna
replay
go.
like from the beginning type deal.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. And then that's why you're waiting as well to do the YouTube thing, because
Exactly.
you want to give
So we have the YouTube, but even the YouTube, it's a live stream. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like Max Now, we have what, 3 cameras.
It's the professional. Okay,
So it's
yeah, because
like,
I noticed that
the
with
live stream is cool. Like it's cool to listen to it.
Yeah.
But the look of the Max Now is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, see, because I wondered that when I started watching the Maestro, I'm like, was like Chris not present today or something? Or like I was like,
No,
did they have to
that's
do this
YouTube.
on their own? But
But
okay.
if you watch it through Max Now, you would have seen
Seen
there
it
was still
proper.
somebody there cutting
Okay,
it up.
dope. Yeah, man, it's big, man. Check out Shot Club. And with that being said, too, since we're talking about Shot Club, how did it all get birthed? Like, because I know that you guys said that it wasn't a serious thing when you started, but like, how did you guys start it? Were you just sitting around one day, literally drinking and like?
No, it was like, hey, so Mo got me to help him back on his last album. Like we just were brainstorming, trying to figure out what to do. Like we're like, okay, we gotta create something.
The
like,
Shot Club
like,
project?
Exactly.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
it's Welcome to the Shotclub album. So we're like, we gotta create something, like something that people will gravitate to, like, and we had names for people like shot callers and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that whole like, you know, like Beyonce has her beehive, like stuff like that. We're building something like that. So his album came out, Welcome to the Shotclub. It was dope. We had the whole concept of it, and then he got this link with PocketLife.tv, and they wanted him to create different content, like 30 hours of content a month. So he came to me, he was like, yo, do you have any ideas? So we're going back and forth, and we're like, we have to do like something that's like a podcast, like something that we can do and just talk shit.
Yeah.
So in that's when the Welcome to Shot Club came back. We're like, yo, we should do this, like start taking shots, do the shit, and he was like, cool.
That's
how it
awesome.
started. If you watch the first couple ones of Pocket Life, we're so fucking drunk.
Because I never got to check.
Because we had no, like, what's the word, like, not concept, but no, like, organization to it.
Yeah, so
We're
it was just
like,
literally getting wasted.
Yeah, we're sitting there and we're like, you know what, it's time to take another shot. Take another shot. Like, it was like no 10 minutes, no nothing. Just take another shot. You know what, I think it's time. And then But then we brought in Darkwing Cluck, and then
I was just gonna ask about
bringing that dude in.
Did
Yeah.
Darkwing come from Mo's crib?
Yeah, man. It's Mo's. Like, he went in the kitchen, he came out with this duck, and it's like, yo, we can use this. With that chicken, I mean. Yeah.
I love that. I love how that's the timer too. The
Darkwing's our
fucking
dude,
chicken
man.
timer. That shit's amazing. But yeah, so make sure you check out the Shot Club podcast. Hands down, I would say the dopest podcast coming out of Canada right now. I mean, I do my own podcast as well, so you know, there's a top two.
The No
right there.
Condom
But,
podcast.
yeah,
I still gotta check it out.
It's
Just
just-
the name alone, I was like, yo, this shit better be raw. Like,
Yo, that's exactly why we call it that, man, because it's
Raw.
just all raw. That's what it's all about, man. It's just raw conversation and opinion. That's it. We get into some pretty fucked up topics on there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And that's why we don't have guests on there either, because it's not a music like we talk music, but like you wouldn't want to be an artist and come do an interview on there. You know what I mean? Because it's
that
gonna
was
be
all Shot
clowned.
Club. Like, Shot Club,
And that's kind of your guys' thing though, which is
Like,
dope.
we will talk about the artist. Like, we'll talk
But a
about
lot
it.
of it's kind of just
We're just really talking shit.
rhetorical.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll go into different conversations. We'll bring in current events and
Yeah.
see what people think, and or things that we see in the scene.
Yeah.
That we're like, okay, let's talk about this here.
See, like I like how you guys had Maestro talk about the Mace and Cam beef and shit too, right?
We showed him the whole track. He's like, I didn't hear the Mace. I'm like, we don't usually do this, but
shit,
we played
eh?
it. And he sat there, he listened to the whole thing, and he was like, holy shit, that's crazy. But yeah, but oh, Maestro was dope. Maestro gave us so many stories. He gave us a Wu-Tang story.
Yeah.
I won't even tell this story. If you want to watch this,
No, you gotta check it out on YouTube.
yes, you go to YouTube,
Shot
Shot
Club.
Podcast, Maestro. Just go in the description. I broke it all down, like all the times of the.
Oh,
different
say word, eh?
So you can figure out, like, if you want to hear something specific, look in the description, pick a time, and then you figure it out.
And do you watch Everyday Struggle?
Yes, I just really got into it.
Because I see you hating on Buddy.
I was hating on Buddy.
You're like, yo, fuck this.
Yo, but he's annoying. But it's not like, okay, Budden's annoying, but Academics is fucking worse. Like,
He's
I
worse,
can't
yeah.
stand that dude.
And yo, and Budden
He's
holds
so
it down though, right?
fucking
Budden
annoying.
holds it down for our
Yeah.
generation, like,
He
way of
does.
thinking.
But he's just like, you know, Budden.
He just gets
thinks
so aggressive.
Not even that. He thinks he knows it. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's not it. But like, I used to always be into the Breakfast Club, but Charlamagne's just getting annoying now. He's like, you can tell his agendas now. Before, it seemed like he just hated on everything.
Yeah.
Now you see what agendas. He picks and chooses what he hates
Who
on.
he hates on and who he does, yeah,
Yes.
because he's becoming more industry.
Yes.
The same way Joe always tries to say, I'm not industry Joe. But
Those industries.
it's funny though, because the way you just said that reminds me, if you ever watch the Everyday Struggles, every episode, if you look at, there's a YouTube commenter who will break down the whole episode with
Really?
the times. They'll be like, Joe talks shit here, Academics gets mad here, Nadeska blushes here, and like breaks down all the times. It's hilarious. But so we'll move it on forward. Make sure you check out Shot Club Podcast, the hottest fucking podcast coming out of Toronto. That shit's dope.
It's Sundays at 6:30. MaxNow.tv.
Trace Motivate, David Saul, and
Emma
Emma
Littles.
Littles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just ill. Max Now TV. That's the shit, yo. So speaking of Ice Burgh Society, right before that too, because we kind of segued ourselves. But
That's what the
Iceberg
Shot Club
Society, yeah, that's exactly it. So you got icebergsociety.com, but since then you branched on, and now you do CDs and you do merch as well.
Yeah. Well, it's just as an artist, like, it's hard to find somebody to do all this shit. You know what I mean? And that's consistent all the time.
And you're
That's it.
consistent, I'll
Fuck
say
it.
that.
That's the thing I always do is, like, if I find myself in a trouble and I can't find somebody to do it, I'm never learning to fucking do it.
Yeah,
That's just the way, like, I can't waste time. I hate wasting time.
I feel you.
So it's just so much easier to be like, you know what, I'll figure it out and I'll do it. And then as long as I know I do it good, I'll provide it to everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like, that's my biggest thing is now everybody has a link for shirts and CDs now.
Yeah.
So anytime they need that shit, boom, I want it. I'm getting orders from Vancouver now.
Say word.
Yeah, so it's like, it's crazy.
Dope,
It's like,
man. Congrats on that.
thank you.
That's dope.
You know, bit by bit, it's working.
And for the people too, this is shameless promo, but at the same time it's not, because this is for his brand. But you see these t-shirts? In case y'all like the Breaking Records t-shirts, just so y'all know, this is the man behind the scenes right here that's providing all this dope shit for you.
Wicked design.
You got the reds, you got the greens, and of course you got
You got your Christmas colors.
You got your Christmas colors. It's Christmas season. Come put your orders in. But then you got your classic blacks, you know. And those just look fresh, man.
And
The
the white
thing
too.
is, I've worn them. They don't wear out, and they look fresh, and they fucking feel fresh. They're comfy. This guy does good work with the t-shirts, but on top of that too, the mixtapes, the CDs. Yo, babe, right behind you.
I'll grab one.
Yeah, he knows where I'm going with that. You want your CDs done too? I slept for like a year and a half on getting the cover up made because I had a dude who was gonna do all the cases for me and stuff, and he had the labels and stuff. Once again, I won't say names because mad respect to homie. It's just more of a situation where he couldn't get the certain stuff he needed because it was the dude who did perfect balance for me.
Okay.
So like those came out nice, but just like the timing of when we had this go through, I paid him and then he wasn't able to deliver, so it was kind of like a thing. But either way, so from that point forward, I didn't get them made until I seen that you had the services. But yo, check them out. CheZZa holds it down. Now, by the time you're watching this, you might have missed the special, but $175 for 100 copies. You can't really beat that. And this is good quality too. This is really good quality too. And I've listened to the CD. Sounds phenomenal. Like, check out the print on there too. That's not a sticker. That's real print. You know what I mean? That's on there. So this man does great work. Make sure you holler at him. And if they want to get work done, let them know where they can holler at you.
Well, if you need the work done, just either hit me up on iceburghsociety.com and just send me a message. I'll set that up from there. Or you could actually go into, I believe I still have it in the shop, where you can do the 100 at 175, and then you pay it.
Right through iceburghsociety.com. Okay, dope.
That's there as well. So
And
just
as
go to
well,
iceburghsociety.com. If you don't see it on the website, send me a message, and we'll get it fixed up.
Make sure you guys do that. And for the people who couldn't see everything I just showed you, well, make sure you tune into the Breaking Records Radio YouTube page and check out the video when it comes out, because I'm telling you, the way that this guy does his work is phenomenal. Like, I put in a small order with him just to see what happened, and I've already put in like 2 orders since.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, within a couple weeks. You know what I mean? It's like, because not only...
The turnaround is quick too.
The turnaround's quick, you deliver, you say what you're gonna do, and it's good quality, and it's hard to find that.
Sure.
It honestly is hard to find that. So that's big on you, man. This guy's literally a jack of all trades. But since we got the homie CheZZa here, what we're gonna do is actually talk about your music a little bit now.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if this is still happening, but I heard a little talk in the works, you know, on social media, ting, 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 boom, boom, boom. You might be working on an album where you're doing all the hooks and having featured artists.
Yeah.
So you got that going?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah?
I'm doing it.
All right.
I've been writing different courses. I've been writing on different beats.
Go.
It's going.
So that's what you're working on for the next thing then?
I have a few. Like, it's weird. Like, there's so many ideas that it's hard to just stick to one. I want to do a hooks album just to see how people sound with my hooks.
Yeah.
And then by Carabana next year, I should have a reggae album.
Oh!
A reggae dancehall album.
Say a word.
And then, like, my main, we'll say the main type of album is, I want to call it DOC. There's a reason, but I don't want to
put it out yet?
But it's DOC.
Okay.
And that's my first album of a trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I can tell that much. That trilogy itself, it's going to be like based off Rasta. So the first album is the red album, the second album is the yellow album, and the third album is the green album. They all have a title.
Yeah.
So it's like, the red album is like just how red signifies emergency.
Yeah.
So shit is going crazy, like emotions, all that shit. And then it goes into the yellow album where things start to kind of peace out, and I start getting like peace of mind type shit. And the green album is just life, like it's just a whole new thing. It's gonna be that album will be like a positive album.
Yeah.
So that one will be like the mix of like reggae, hip hop, everything I've been doing culminates to that.
Yo, that's dope, man. See, that's one thing I like too. Every time you do a project, they're very well thought out, and that brings me back to actually another thing I wanted to bring up. What was your last album, I Am?
Yeah.
Which was the double disc, and it was almost like the same kind of idea. It was a balance on both projects, right?
So there was the one side, I Am Nobody, as in like KNOW. So that represented nobody, somebody that knows a lot, to the point that you realize he's nothing at all.
Yeah.
In the world, if you're in the whole great compass of this world, we're nothing. So it's like, that's the whole nobody. So that one's the harder one. That one's the more conscious one. That's the one where it talks about racism. It talks about...
That's what we got our joint on, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the one. And then the second side is I Am Somebody. Some spelled as S-U-M, so the sum of money.
Yeah.
So that one's like the mainstream album, like It has all like the poppy tunes, the sing songs, the ones that people would like, mainstream people would just love.
Would gravitate
Exactly.
to, yeah. And then the first disc is something more like the heads and those
The
type
ones
of
who want to
people.
listen, you know?
Something with a real deep substance you can want to
Exactly.
listen to. And the I love that idea because I believe when we spoke last, like, I mean, I honestly now can't even remember if it was in personal conversations or if we actually did speak about it when you called into the show, because I know you had the tour going around or the Iceberg thing going around, so that's why we did the phone-in thing before. But I loved that idea, the way that you had that balanced out, and that's cool. I like the way that you have that DOC thing planned out too, because it's like a well thought out project. I feel like lasts a lot longer than something you just like, here's a bunch of joints.
Exactly. Don't
You know what I
just
mean?
throw it out. Like that works because the reggae album's gonna be more that type of vibe. I'm still trying to like flesh out a storyline to it, just in my head, so I know where it's going. But most of those things are just hits. It's really weird.
But a lot of times those things come together too, right? Like when you have the idea, you might end up making a bunch of songs, and they might not necessarily immediately like cultivate to a story to you, but over time, as you get time to like digest it, maybe you might have to rename songs, or you might have to, but you can make a story out of it.
Yeah.
Because that's almost like not to make the interview about me, but I have an EP I'm working on, and it's the same type of thing. I decided after listening to it, I was like, there's almost a story here, but not quite. And then I went back and listened to lyrics, renamed a few songs, and I'm like, this is like an actual story now.
Yeah.
So it's like, but as long as you have the vision, it's almost like a lot of times if you don't think too hard on it, it'll fall into place and
It's true.
do what's
Like
proper.
even the storyline, you don't have to have like a blatant storyline like
Yeah.
guy meets girl, they break up, blah blah blah. You don't have to do that. It's
Yeah.
just your story can be the vibe of it.
Yeah,
The whole
exactly.
vibe.
And like a continuous vibe to it. Yeah.
So it's like the up, and then you bring them here, and then down. It's kind of like I was explaining. This is random. Did you watch the Infinity War trailer?
No.
Okay, so the trailer for the Avengers Infinity War is out.
Yeah.
But the way my brother, he was like, yo, you notice how all these movies are all like jokes? Like all the Marvel movies are jokes. And I'm like, maybe that's their storyline. They're going to take us up here until Thanos comes and then crushes us.
Yeah.
For that first, that's why it's 2 parts. So once it goes to that, whatever movies are in between are going to be darker.
And then
go to Infinity War 2. They're going to beat them, and then it's slowly going to come back up again. So there's always a storyline in different ways.
Yeah.
So when you say storyline, it doesn't have to be a blatant story. Like it doesn't have to be that movie. It's that whole trip all the way through.
All the way through it. Yo,
That's
that's
what it
very
is.
well put actually too. Because that's the thing, everything has a climax, and sometimes it may not be necessarily what you're looking at specifically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why most times when you look at albums, they'll put their bangers first.
Yeah.
Like within the first, we'll say 7 tracks, they put the bangers first because that gets you in. So you're into the album, you're banging like this, then all of a sudden it slows down and you slow down with it.
Yeah.
It's like this, and then you're chilling. Maybe that's when you start smoking, and then it'll bring you up a little bit.
Near the end again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And do you know what? I was never, speaking of that too, this is completely unrelated to either of us, but with certain albums you listen to, and like it's so hot the first half, and then it just goes so slow the second half, and it never picks back up.
yeah.
Isn't that the worst?
That to me is Good Kid, Mad City.
Woo!
That's
shit.
crazy. As soon as Good Kid, Mad City hits about, I want to say the Compton spot, it just becomes, the story ends. Like the story ends before that, and then those are just like fill-in songs that he put in because he worked with Dr. Dre or this person or that person.
Do you know what mine is?
Which
Like Water for Chocolate.
Yeah. You see that?
Sorry, not Like Water for Chocolate. What's the common one with Kanye? Not Go, the one after
B?
that. Finding Forever.
Okay.
Finding Forever is that album for me. After You Black Maybe, the album just slows down to something that's like not
Finding
on
Forever.
pace with the
That's
rest
the
of
one
it.
with the Drake diss on it, right?
No, it was before that. It's the one with The Corner and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That album. And that's the same with me. But our camera time's wrapping up, so we're gonna close this as far as this goes. Yo, my man CheZZa, salute for coming through. Give us a quick drop.
So if you want to find anything about me personally, look for Yowdis CheZZa, YOWDISCHEZZA. If you want to check anything Iceberg, go to Iceberg Society, well, at Iceberg Society, Twitter, Instagram, or .com. Also, make sure you hit up maxnow.tv. They just opened up their Instagram. They need followers. And also tune in to freaking Max Now TV for the Shot Club. Sundays at 6:30. And this weekend, It's gonna be past the time.
Yeah,
So
it'll be
it's
past
so
that.
yeah, Sundays at 6:30 on Maxwell.tv. When you get there, you go to channel MXN1, and yeah, you'll be there with us. And outside of that, that's about everything.